Hey, what is up guys, it's Galaxytech here, coming to you guys today with some more Dueling Network Online. It's my Sylvan build today, the same build almost as the one that I profiled not too long ago. I've made some changes, not to the main deck, it's to the extra deck. I have taken out Master of Blades for Trish, which I am getting one, and it should arrive any day now. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys some playtesting of this. I've already playtested it a lot and I like the build quite a bit. Has a couple of inconsistencies, but that I am not too fussed about. The main idea is that it is fun, and, you know, that is all I ever want of Sylvans. Regardless of the consistency, I can still make some very good plays with the deck, even if I get not a great hand, as I hope to show you guys. And also, Shadows, don't you guys worry, I will profile that as soon as I get all the cards, which will be very soon. So anyway, I will hop straight into the duels. So I want a single. So every time I do this, every time I'm recording, it takes ages to find an opponent, but whenever I'm not recording it, it's almost instantaneous. It's always great. Finally. Right. So, I am going to choose to go first. Let's hope for a Lone Fire and a Soul Charge and a Symbol of Heritage. Okay, so that is not all bad. I could get out, I don't know, Copy Plant. That is a real humdinger, that one. I am not sure what to do there. I think I am actually just going to pass for the time being. That is not a hand I'm sure I can do anything with. Assume that he doesn't OTK me. Then I can probably think about something next turn, depending on what I draw. Also, sorry about any noise that you hear. It is quite windy here in the UK at the moment, so yeah. Come on, anything else? And he is going to pass right there. And I draw the Lone Fire, which is great. So I am going to go, so if I, just a sec. So if I go for the Lone Fire, I could go full ham and get all the Lone Fires out of the deck and go for a Hermitry, but then I would not be left with much. So I think at the moment, I am just going to go Lone Fire, and I am going to wait for any response. So I'm just going to go Lone Fire, and I am going to just go straight for the Hermitry, I think. Other times I would go burn through all three Lone Fires, but I don't think at the moment it is even worth it. Right. So I am then going to... Okay, I'm going to chain my Forbidden Lance. The exact reason I have it in here for things like this, eventualities, protect Felgrand, all that. Right, now then, so I am going to go 1 for 1, and I think I'm going to drop my Princess Sprout. So that I can special summon, I think, another Princess Sprout, so I can get his tribute effect and then get a draw with Hermitry. can't do my Sage Core effect, unfortunately. I've got no Sylvan spells. Then I'm going to go F, Hermitry. Ah, well, that's nice. Okay, so if I carried that on, I would have excavated. Drawn, and special summoned my Princess Sprout in defense mode, and then I could actually, because of the way it works, I could also have summoned my Sage Coir, but there's no point in that. So yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame I couldn't go further with that. I was actually interested to see how that would have developed, but oh well. I'm going to just hop straight into the next duel. Right. So I'm going to go rock, and I win the rock, paper, scissors again, so as usual I'm going to go first. I don't see any point in going second, because the draw is not as important as getting a Lone Fire and a Soul Charge. So again, I haven't got that much of a decent hand, but that is still salvageable, so I could dump a Hermitry, get Hermitry off, see if I'm feeling lucky, get that excavation. So I think that is what I'm going to do. And it is a Sage Quest, so I get a draw off of that. And I hit the Lone Fire. That's not actually too bad. I can save that for next turn, and that's not too shabby at all. So I'm just going to activate the Sylvania, set the lance, and pass. I wouldn't have activated the Sylvan like any other time. Okay, so he's going to go straight for the fertilizer, and that's not a problem because Hermitry will not leave the field. Important thing to remember, just because fertilizer goes does not mean any monsters go. It doesn't say on the card. Okay, so he's going to go for the Spellbook of Secrets, so that by process of elimination that must mean he's playing spellbooks. But you never know. As you know, I made assumptions on the last video, and not all of those assumptions were true. Can't remember what the assumption was, but I was slightly wrong. I assumed Electrum OTK, I think it was, or something. But it wasn't. So he's going to go for the reload. So he's just... Oh, hang on. Discard one card, declare one. Okay. F Sylvania. So that's a plant, so it just goes straight to the graveyard. And I hit the Charity, which isn't too bad, I guess. So I've got my lance. I milled that Lone Fire, which was really quite irritating, but drawing it would have been just as irritating, I think. So I think I might go for the Lone Fire first. So what would I have drawn? I would have drawn the Soul Chart as well. Maybe I should have just braved it. But that is not an issue. So I'm just as with before, I think I'm just going to go straight for the Hermitry. It seems like a play that I should make. So then I'm going to go for the Charity. Ooh, that's not too bad. I'm confused about what's happening here. This card cannot be selected as an attack target by the monsters with that attribute. This effect can only be used once. God's sake. Explaining this to some people is really kind of irritating. Come on. Anyway, so, Charity. Okay, I'm just going to chain my Lance. So, I'm going to send my... Maybe I should have gone for that Lone Fire again, because all I've done is just got the, Yeah, all I've done is got the Symbols of Heritage. So, I think I'm going to put the Martial Leaf. God's sake. This is proving to be more troublesome than it's worth. I mean, I'd play on DevPro, but it's much better for the footage. You're an idiot. Sorry about this, guys. It's really, really difficult to comprehend what he thinks, but I know I'm right. I've played scenarios like this so many times. So he's calling an admin. So he's called an admin, and I'm going to cut this out of the video. Because admin calls just take so long. Card Rulings, Forbidden Lance. This card targets one face-up monster on the field. You can activate this card during the damage step if a monster has... Very helpful rulings, but... Forbidden Lance versus Fiendish Chain. Because there's nothing I can really do until... Because I can tell this guy is really, really adamant. But, you know... So I'm just going to take this... This guy's just wasting my time. Doesn't know his rulings. Doesn't know what even... Can't even read the cards either. This could be so simple. So that's 18 minutes of recording time, about 10 of which have probably been spent on this duel, for waiting for this admin for something that should not even require an admin call. It should just require common sense and reading skills, basically. Just the common sense to be able to put 2 and 2 together, and after reading carefully. So he's just going to view my graveyard. Okay, so the admin has now resolved the issue. All the previous stuff is going to be edited out, but as you can see, he has resolved the issue after this guy was failing to understand him. So, I'm going to... Right, so I can now finish resolving my Sylvan Charity. So I'm going to put my Marshal Leaf, and I guess my Rose Lover as well, back on top of the deck. So so that is going to the top of deck, and that is going to the top of deck. Right, Next, I'm going to use my first hermit tree. Now I'm going to use Martial Leaf's effect on his Geomancer of the Ice Barrier. Okay, so this guy is... right. And then... so I'm going to use the second Hermit Tree effect. So I'm going to Excavate, and it's a sport, so I get a draw. And I've drawn into another Rose Lover, which is daunting to say the least. Okay, so... I could actually keep one Hermit Tree on the field by banishing my Sage Coir for the Spore, but I don't really think it's necessary at the moment. So I'm going to go Battle Phase, so I'm going to attack directly with this and with that. Okay, so he's going to go Mirror Force. Maybe I should have just... Okay, so his Mirror Force has resolved, and there is nothing I can do there. So I'm going to pass right there. In hindsight, I should have made Felgrand, but I was kind of going for max damage, so that was a misplay on my part. If this guy wins, that's going to be really irritating, actually. So, Sylvania... given all the trouble this guy has caused... So I'm going to... so I get the charity, so I'm... so his charity is going to go back on top of the deck. My turn, and I will draw. So then I haven't got any Sylvans in my hand, which is not good. Okay, so I'm going to use my Sylvania effect. So I'm going to drop Rose Lover so that I can put... I'm going to put another Hermit Tree back on top of my deck. And then I'm going to activate my charity. And there we have it, the Miracle Fertilizer. So I am most likely going to put my Rose Lover back on top of the deck, and my 1-for-1. Okay, so he's just going to quit right there. I wonder what his face downs were, to be honest. That was an absolute waste of time. Because if we look here at the recording, I am now into 33 minutes, I think about 20 of which was spent resolving that stupid argument, that stupid dispute over Forbidden Lance and Fiendish Chain, which I wouldn't have thought would be like so difficult to understand. But you know, this is Dueling Network, so yeah, I'm just gonna go and hop straight into the next duel. So I'm gonna go Rock again, see if I... so that's a draw, I'm gonna go... and that's gonna be... Okay, so I win again with Rock beating Scissors. Rock seems to be the favourite for me, and Scissors seems to be the favourite for everyone else. Right. Okay, so that's not too bad, I guess. Like, so I'm just going to go for Lone Fire and... I don't know, I think... Like, I haven't got a Soul Charge and I haven't got a Symbols of Heritage, so it just seems like there's no point going for the, full ham plays. I'm just going to go straight for Hermitry. So I'm just going to pass right there. There's nothing else I am able to do. Okay, so Tenacity of the Monarchs. I deduce maybe we are playing Monarch Stun, I think. Excuse me. So he's presumably he's going to go for the Monarch Stormforth. So he's going to tribute my Hermitry for the Thestalos, and he's going to send my card to the graveyard, and then I take 100 times its level, so... And then I'm going to take 24 to the face. Okay, oh, that is horrible. But I'm just going to persist, so I'm going to go Rose, Lava, Effect, so I can banish that from my graveyard to special summon my Hermitry. Now I'm going to normal summon. So I'm going to tribute that, mill the top card, and place it back on top of the deck. And I have almost also excavated a Marshal Leaf. So I can then pop that. Then I'm going to go Hermitry F. Then I'm going to go Princess Sprout. So that's going to be level 8. I have normal summon, so there's no point in activating the fertilizer, so I'm just going to overlay to summon a Felgrand. Then I'm going to attack directly with that. Okay, so he's going to take that, and I shall pass there. I think that was a good recovery. I think it was very lucky that he decided to to discard Rose Lover from my hand. Okay, so there we have the Symbol of Heritage. So I might go for Miracle Fertilizer to get the Lone Fire and then go ham from there. I could get a Aurea out or another Felgrand possibly. So, I'm going to get all the... God, this is slow. And then now that I've got 3, I can go for... So I think all the hermitaries are out the deck, but I still have that copy plant. I can't go for the other Princess Sprout, so copy plant is the only option. So then I'm going to go Hermitry effect, so I can mill the top card, and it's a plant, so I can actually draw a card. And I've got another Miracle Fertilizer as well. So then I'm going to go Cherub Sprout. So I can go for any plant, any level 1 plant type monster in my deck. And I think for the moment I'm just going to go for the I'm not sure actually. I'm just going to go for the Glow Up Bulb, and he's just quit there. So what I would then have done is overlaid for the Felgrand and possibly done a Miracle Fertilizer with the Lone Fire Blossom. Got some level 8 cards out. So yeah. Right, next duel. Right, so we're on 41 minutes. I might extend this for a bit long. I'm going to extend this past an hour because yeah, that's shenanigans with the noob and the Forbidden Lance and Fiendish Chain. So is he going to go for the scissors? No, he's going to go for the paper, so I've lost. And he has won. So I'm going first. So, God, I'm going first again. And I've drawn the Lone Fire, and that is completely fine by me. So I'm going to normal summon the Lone Fire. I think for the time being, I'm not going to go full ham because there's no point. As I've said before, I've got no Soul Charge and got no Symbols of Heritage. So I'm just going to go straight for the Hermitry. I'm going to go Hermitry effect, mill the top card, Peacekeeper, no. So that is going to go to the bottom of the deck. Then I shall set 1 pass, because that is all I can do for now. So he's going to summon Cyber Dragon. Okay. I was not expecting that, actually. It must be said. Okay, so I've got the Princess Sprout in my hand, and I'm going to normal summon that. I'm going to go Princess. So the Sylvania got milled, and that's not that great. So, and then, in light of the last of one of the previous duels, I'm going to just go straight for Felgrand. Okay, and then I'm going to enter battle phase, and I shall attack that Cyber Dragon. Has he got Honest? That's going to really upset me. Okay, I'm going to go F Felgrand. So I'm going to detach the Hermitry. So he is now unaffected by that Mirror Force. Oh, God's sake. He can target himself to have himself. God, am I going to have to search this up now? Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand. Card rulings. There you go, bud. Just in case you need more clarification on that. So he's going to accept that, and he takes the 700 points. Main phase 2, I am going to... Okay, he doesn't seem happy with that, but I don't care. Okay, so he's going to go for another Cyber Dragon. Okay, so I've drawn the Rose Paladin. So, I might set the Princess Sprout. I mean, not the Princess Sprout, the Kumashrumo. And then go to attack that Cyber Dragon. So I'm going to target the Felgrand. Targeting Felgrand. So that works. Okay, so he's going to go... So I'm going to go affect Felgrand. And that still dies. Okay, so he's exhausted me of all the materials, which is not bad, I guess. I don't know. I'm thinking that Rose Paladin I should discard now for the for another Sage Quaya, but I think I'm just going to leave it at that for the moment. Okay, so Axe of Despair. Okay, misclick. Again. I did not know people even played Axe of Despair anymore. Okay, so this guy keeps on shuffling his hand. Okay, so he's just going to pass right there. So I've drawn the Fertilizer, which is not bad. And then I'm going to go F Rose Paladin. So that's going to go to Spell and Trap card zone. And I'm going, just so I've revealed that, and then I'm going to send it to the graveyard. So I can view my deck and add the Sage Quaya to hand. Next I'm going to flip summon excavate 5, so I'm going to mill. Wait, hang on. I'm going to banish that. Banish. So, that goes to grave. That goes to grave. And the lone fire, unfortunately, also goes to grave. And this goes to the bottom of the deck. But I can't, it won't let me do that. So, I get I would get Marsh Leaf effect, but no. Then I'm going to go Hermitry effect in grave, so I can... Okay, how do I do this? Banish face down, and banish face down. Okay, I can't see what that is though. Okay, I'm just going to put those back on top of the deck. I cannot be bothered with that. Right, so I'm going to go F Sage. Then I'm going to go and that will be game, presumably. Okay, so this guy was a bit impatient. I don't blame in some ways I don't blame him, but you know, being impatient with your opponent is no way to play. Because I mean, although I did get a bit impatient with the guy who took up a whole load of my time, it was because he was taking up a whole load of my time over something a bit silly. Okay, so straight into the next duel. I lose the rock, paper, scissors immediately, so there's going to be no fuss about that. And he's letting me go first as well. So what are we on now? We're on 51 minutes. Okay, so I've drawn into the Lone Fire Blossom again. I'm not sure what I should dump into the graveyard with Foolish Burial. I'm thinking... yeah, I'm just going to go straight for the Rose Lover. Because I've got the Princess Sprout in hand, and I can use Rose Lover with that. I'm going to normal summon. I think I'm just going to get all the Lone Fires out of the deck. And go for that Hermitry. So I'm going to banish the Rose Lover from my graveyard to special summon this in attack. So I can mill the top card and put that back on top of the deck. I'm going to go F tree. So I can mill that, draw F. So I've drawn into the Sage Courier as well. I could chain it to the milling of my Princess Sprout, but I've got no other plays to do that with, so I'm just going to overlay those for my Felgrand and pass there. So a lot of people actually get stumped by the Felgrand play. It can be quite easy to bait out, but if there's just one, but if there's two, that can occasionally stump someone. Okay, so you can take your turn. So is anybody home or not? Come on. God. Come on, bro. Right, finally, he has drawn, and what now? Okay, so he's playing mermails. That could be a tad tricky. It's not a deck that I really know how to play against that well. So he's going to send his Atlantean, whatever that is. Summon his... So I'm going to chain Felgren to that. I do not want my Felgren going. Because I want my Felgren to stay on that field. So he's going to get his... when you do this, add one... You can add one Abyss spell or trap. So he's going to go for the Abyss Sphere, I presume. That's generally the play. Okay, I've never seen that played in Mermails before. Can't remember what it does. I've got loads of them from opening packs. From I think the sneak peek. So it gains 800 attack. When a spell effect... Okay, so what does he do? Okay, so he's going to summon both of those out, because you can get an additional normal summon. So he's going to overlay for... Silent Honorarch? Castell? I'm not sure. So, Digasto Phoenix. That's... Yep. Okay, so that has 2 attacks, and that does overpower Felgrand. So... One monster from play... So he's going to overpower that Felgrand, so that gains 800, so that's 400, I do believe. No, yeah. God, maths. So that's on 32, so that's 400. then that's... Okay, so this is the first real challenge, I guess. Chances that we'll draw Rageki next turn, please. No, it'll be a Sylvan charity. That's not a problem. I think that's pretty good. Come on, draw a Rageki. Okay, so I'm going to put Marshall Leaf back on top of the deck, I think. Then I'm going to activate the Fertilizer, of course. Okay, so I'm going to activate the next one. Targeting... I don't know, I might target the Sage Courier. Because then I can go for a rank 6. I could actually get that out. So I'm going to go Sage Courier. Then I'm going to go Sage Effect. I don't know what to go for, Draco Sack or something. So Marshall Leaf Effect. I'm going to get rid of that card. So second Sage Effect, I'm going to mill, and it's the Spore, of course, because I put it there. So I'm going to overlay for my Big Eye, I think. So that is a 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 plus 4. So I'm going to go for Star Eater, I think. So I'm going to go F, Spore. So I'm going to go Sink for a lap. So I presume I didn't take out my Star Eater. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to go send that to grave and send that to grave for my Star Eater. And then I'm going to attack. Main phase 2, I'm going to set that Lance because I have a feeling I might need it. I'm just thinking, did I make any misplays? I don't know. I could have attacked this with the Megalo and the Spore, but you know, I don't think that was even worth it. So he's going to reveal Abyssteus. Abyssteus? Add one. So that's the add 1 level 4 or lower Mermail monster from your deck to your hand. What does Poseidoria do? Nothing when it's got nothing there. So he added the Lind, I think he did. Was that Lind? Yep, that was the Abyss Lind. So battle phase, I'm not sure what he's doing. So he's attacked that, but I'm not sure why. Okay, so he's going to get the effect off, that's why. So he's going to go for the Abyss lead. That's 27. He could have got over my... Okay, so he's going to big eye my big eye, basically. Well played, good sir. So I'm going to draw right into the Kumushirumo. I honestly don't know what I can do next. That has really stumped me there. What can I do against my own monsters? Okay. So... I'm just going to set the Kumushirumo for the time being. Hope that I get some good mills. Is it face? Yeah, that's GG. So that was a disappointing loss, but you know, things like that happen. So I think gonna go for one last duel. Just hope that it doesn't take too long to... There we go. To find an opponent is what I was going to say. So he's going to beat me with his paper, and so all the people who have won rock paper scissors wanted to go second, and I'm amazed by that. Come on, soul charge, soul charge. Ah, the 2 lone fires is horrible, but that's fine because I have my charity. And I draw into another 2 charities in the stage quiet. That's horrible. Okay, so I'm gonna reveal that, and I'm gonna reveal that, and I'm gonna put that on top of the deck, and that on top of the deck, and that's the graveyard. Then I'm gonna go. Come on. Please don't tell me I've been... Come on, F. Come on, I want to view my deck. What's going on here? Come on. Okay, my comments have gone through, but it's still not letting me view the deck. Come on. Okay, what is going on here? Okay, I've lost my connection, and that is a real bummer. So, I'm just going to cut out that for a bit. Okay guys, so as you can see, this is just ridiculous. My, Dueling network is just not working for me. I think it might be my internet, but I'm not sure. Come on, connect. Because my laptop does this sometimes, but no, it's just not having it. No, it's just not loading up, so I think I have no choice but to end it there. Yeah, this has been a bit of a crash course, I guess, so, yeah, I'll post another video soon. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, I guess, even though there was some ups and downs there. Don't forget to leave a like or a comment if you enjoy the video. So, see you later, guys.